Exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Pass to De Silva. Takes the three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Bomar. Edwards defending. Shields bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Out left to the wing, wide open, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 5.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to De Silva. Lets it go. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Lucic. No good on the shot. And here they come. Here's Bomar. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Pass to De Silva. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Stolen away. Lets the three fly. It's good from long range.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
So it's the visitors now. They trail by 1. This one for 3. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Outside Edwards. Lucic. Back to Edwards for the 3. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Misses from short range. To the paint. To the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. He has 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Shields. De Silva with the rebound. For 3. The shot missing. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the 3 ball is good.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Edwards defending. Pass to Balmoro. There's the three, and no good on the last second attempt this time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. They're up by 3. We've got and getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
They've got Brooks, and it's Quizier in at the small forward. McCormick out to Brooks. Here's Quizier. From outside the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Giffey. Booker in the post. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Mirotic. And here's the fast break. Knocked away. Down low. Here's Napier. And he lays it straight in. Napier's got his second bucket.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Booker.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Inside. In the corner, Napier with it. And he's good on the 3-ball. Napier's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Quizier. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. With the drive, and he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
No good with the triple. From deep three-point land. Pass to Napier. Four on the clock. Giffey. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires the 3. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A 3 for Mirotic. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And he drives in. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And they're pushing it up. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
1:06 left to play in the first half. The 3 nailed from three-point land. He has 5.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
46 seconds left in the first half, and that one good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. That's good from Mirotic on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game. Booker outside. Launches a 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. To the paint, here's McCormick, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Fires away from way outside. Can't hit that one. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green time.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside for Mirotic. Pass to McCormick.
Home team foul. Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Balmora. Takes it inside. No good on that one. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes that.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
There's the drive. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dialed that one up from long distance.
3.
He's got 14.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to De Silva. The shot comes out. De Silva's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. De Silva with the rebound. 4 on 1 and they're running. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hits the jumper in space. Edwards got 6.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Shields trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Launches it from deep. Pass to De Silva. It's Edwards on the wing. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to do tonight.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
It's tipped. Down low, Lucic. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Shields drains the three-pointer. 20 points for him.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Sinks that one from the post.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Edwards drives in. Out to the wing, to the middle. The trade. They grab their own miss.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
1:10 left to play in the third. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
From deep, sinks the triple. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Shields. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
The long distance three is buried. 17 points in the game.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Gozer. It's Brooks on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's the screen. To the left side wing. Here's Napier. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Mirotic, and it's McCormick in at the 5 down low. Mirotic has a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Oh, and there's the in the air and down hard. Woo!
Oh, stop.
Full team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Clock at 6. Shields. Off target from three-point range. Beyond the arc. Mirajic grabs the miss. Mirajic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. A 3 ball. No good. Shot missing. It's Brooks on the wing. Fires for 3. That one, no good. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Takes a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. From downtown. Cranes it from beyond the arc. He's got 26.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Napier. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside Mirajic. No good from outside. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Lobbed up there for Booker. Fires from deep. Mirajic grabs the miss. Mirajic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining.
Shields. No good off the front iron. Napier feeling it out a bit. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
A 3 for Mirajic. Booker pulls it in. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
1:30 left in the fourth. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good.
Old team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Brooks covering. Shot clock at 5. No good on the 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep 3-point territory. Booker pulls it in.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Fires from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be...
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chimezie Metu. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Shot's good by Metu.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
There's a screen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Guarded by Edwards. Here's Satoransky. There's the drive.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's De Silva, outside Edwards. Second chance effort. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Pass to Satoransky. Lets it go from deep. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Here's the break. They now take the lead. He's got 5.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
From downtown, De Silva with a rebound. They set the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. No good that time. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Satoransky. Buries it from 3. Satoransky's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And that one drops for him. 1:46 left to play in the first.
Home team foul. Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter here. There's a screen by Metu. Here's Parker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
The first free throw is good. It's both from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Good on the bucket. 9 points in the game.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Here's Metu. Buries it down low.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
To the right side. Parker outside. They swipe it. In transition, here they come. From the wing. Parker defending. Here's De Silva. Hits the trifecta.
and that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
And stolen by Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Beyond the arc. Satoransky passes to Parker. Here's Metu. Inside. Satoransky with it. Clock at 6. Misses the 3. It could go. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That one goes in.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The shot no good. It's Anderson on the wing. From deep three-point land. No luck on that one. Pass to Booker. Let's go with a 3. They get the rebound. Tipped. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Fall. He's guarded by Napier. Lets it fly. Second chance shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he makes the first.
At the line for the away team. Fall. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. So it's the home team now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And that one's good.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Anderson. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Cut X from downtown. Give him 8.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
The 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Napier, no good. Knocked loose. Down low. Dives for it. Outside, Anderson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half of basketball. Shot from the wing. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. He's guarded by Napier. to the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Lays it up and banks it in. Napier's got his first points of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And he gets the bucket. 54 seconds left in the second period. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Fall.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And that one's good.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
He takes it in, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. A tight game here in Utah. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Three-pointer. Another shot. And Booker puts up a deep three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one.
Visiting team.
Leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
This looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few. The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them.
Appreciate you joining.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here's Edwards, covered by Satoransky, to the wing on the left. There's the drive, and he dunks it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
We've got Chemezi Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Now here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Hernan Gomez for the tie. Sends it home from three-point land. It's all knotted up.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 12.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Parker outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Parker, and that's good. Parker's got 7 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Here's Metu. That shot off the mark.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
This one for 3. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Parker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Knocks down the triple.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Satoransky passes to Hernan Gomez.
Home team foul. Da Silva. First personal foul. First team foul.
Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Oh, wow! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And Parker throws it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Drills it from deep. He's got 21.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Satoransky passes to Metu. Back to Satoransky. Three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at a... And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the...
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Just 5 on the clock. Outside Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Here's Satoransky. 15 points in the game. Pass to Metu. There's a screen by Metu. Got it off in time. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did. How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. They lead by a bucket. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. To the paint. From deep. He buries it from 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And stolen by Napier. Here's the pick. To the left side wing. Shot from the low post is good.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Fall. 4 on the clock. Now Anderson. From deep. And Booker pulls it down. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. The 3-ball, pure from three-point range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, drops in the 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside, Anderson. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Home team foul. Yippee. First personal foul. First team foul.
He's guarded by Napier. Sinks the tray.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Wide open look. Offensive board. Outside for Booker. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Booker with the jam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the 4th. Pass to Fall. Fires it. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. From the top of the key, right between the eyes. All net that time.
Wow, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
And the visitors call time here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. You make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. The shot that time not on target.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And it's good. 2 points. There's 49 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. From deep 3-point land. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Eight-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. so they get the victory here at home. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Bring Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. To the wing on the left. Ron Gomez with a screen on Brooks. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
To the inside. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Back to Satoransky. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Balmoro. First quarter, just over a minute played. Stolen by Satoransky. Brooks covering. Hands it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Shields. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Satoransky. From about 19 feet. Basket good. Here's Balmoro. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. Pushing it up. Pass to Satoransky. Hits the target from 18 feet.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Shields. Satoransky covering. Drills the three-pointer.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Hits it from three-point range.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Shoots the three. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. And he hits it to tie the game up.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's Medu. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
That three off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Balmoro. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Inside, here's Parker, and finished off by Parker.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Drills it from outside.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Parker. Pulls it from the elbow. It's good. He's got 9.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
They've got Fall, and it's Abrinas in at the 3, the small forward. A 3 for Mirotic. Buries it from three-point range.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Abrinas' shot is off. Launches it. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A 3 off the inbound. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Now Provitolas got himself on the board with 3 there. Stolen by Anderson. Unloads. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
From the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mirotic has got 6 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers. And the D looks shell-shocked.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Five on the clock. A 3 for Mirotic. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Anderson outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They get it again. Over to the left wing. Drops in the tray.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
McCormick passes to Mirotic. They set the pick. And that one's on target from the wing. Mirotic has got 8 points in the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second. Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Anderson's shot is off.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. McCormick passes to Mirotic. Fires the 3. Fall with the rebound. Mirotic against Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Abrinas with the bucket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Pass to Mirotic. Stolen by Anderson. One-on-one here. Here's Laprovitola. Here's Fall. And here's Anderson for 3. Good on the triple. Anderson's got 8 points.
and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Mirotic. There's the pick. Over Anderson. Here's McCormick, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul, first team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the paint. Oh! Wow. Goodness, man! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. We've got Parker. Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. And it's Sadaransky in at the point. Hits the three-point bomb. 15 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Goes in for the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. From past the arc. Sadaransky grabs the miss.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
A 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Shields. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Brooks. Off target from outside. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Brooks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Sadaransky against Brooks. Power down with both hands.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Shields. The offensive rebound. Right wing. There's the triple. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 21.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Sadaransky looking around. Releases. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
There's a screen. Shields. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Medu can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Just 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 7.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Satoransky trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brooks with no one around. Shields covered by Parker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's the break. Here's Balmoro. Traps in the tray. Balmoro's got 7 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
There's a good screen. Down low, looking to end the run, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Leading by 8. And coming up is... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Satoransky. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker. Mirotic, the pass to McCormick. One-on-one here. Here's Satoransky. Offline with his 3. They push it up 4 on 3. Back to Mirotic. There's the pick from deep. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Medu passes to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez a screen. Offensive rebound. Parker outside. Pass to Medu. Launches a 3. Parker's shot is off. Satoransky against Mirotic. Here's McCormick. Outside Mirotic. Got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Anderson outside. From beyond the arc. Drills it from outside.
Anderson, 3 points.
Anderson's gone a nice 3 for 7 from distance. Pass to McCormick. Now Mirotic. They set the pick. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Out to the right wing. Here's Abrinas. From outside, off the mark. Abrinas has gone 2 for 5 tonight.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now into the lineup for your home team. Shields, Armani Brooks.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Laprovitola. No good from the wing. To the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Six to shoot. They set the screen. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 24.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:49 left in the game. Left side, Mirotic. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. There's the three. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Fades. Good for Pasko, number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Pass to McCormick. To the right side. Shields. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Brooks. Clock at 6. Launches from deep. Aprinas with a rebound. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here is Satoransky. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Balmoro. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Out to the wing. They get it back.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Off the inbound pass. On target from range.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pulls up. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Hits a three-pointer. 10 points for him.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Balmaro. And he buries his first look.
I just love the ball movement.
A deep three. It doesn't go for him.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Knocks down the long J.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
To end the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
From the arc. Here's the Silva. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. No good from outside. Driving to the basket, and down it goes. 2 points.
Now, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. To the left wing. Got a piece of it. Takes it inside.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
The home team calls timeout. .144 left in the first. Pass to Balmaro. The shot. And it falls all over the rim and in. He's got 18.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
They set a pick. Here's Edwards. The three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Just 5 to shoot. With the teardrop. There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. From behind the arc. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
To halt the run. In transition, here they come. Three-pointer in transition. 24 points for him.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
There's the three. Gets the three to fall.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
There's a screen. Here's Balmaro. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCormick over Booker. McCormick can't hit. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Mirotic. No good with a layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
That free throw good from Booker. Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting, because they've done much better playing with pace.
To the wing, right side. Mirotic can't get it to go.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Pass to Brooks. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Over to the wing. Launches it. Nails it from 3.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Here's Mirotic. Yet to see a basket. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The home team on D. Soft touch off the glass.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Brooks. Hits a 2-point differential. Fires the three. And that one's good. Mirotic.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Booker. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And he jams it home with authority.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to McCormick. Back to Brooks. Goes up at the stripe. And Booker pulls it down. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The score now all even. He's got 5.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Mirotic. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
There's the triple. Can't get it to drop. Booker defending. 4-3. He drops it from range.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And there it is for him. .35 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Fires the 3. Brooks with the rebound. Here's Mirotic. He's got 6. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Misses from the corner. To the wing on the left. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality.
And now here's something that's... Appreciate you joining.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. That three's off the mark.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And the bucket is good. While Morrow's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Edwards got 6 points.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
The 3 is up. De Silva with the rebound. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Out to the wing. Kept alive. Takes a three. Fires in the triple. 27 points for him.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Edwards can't hit.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Driving in. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man. And that one is hammered home.
Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Ooh, poked away. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And there's the screen. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Substitution on the court.
There's the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. There's 1:47 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. 4 on the clock.
And the defense simply wasn't there in the first half. They sure are now.
Here's Mirotic. Give him 8 points now. To the inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Edwards. Yes, it's good. Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Edwards against Brooks. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Brooks. Here's Mirotic. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. "19 seconds left to play in the third. Fires for 3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The 3 is up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. It's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your...
Here's Napier. No good on the quick three.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
The ball's knocked loose. And they're on the break. Hey, from beyond the arc. Drains the triple.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Driving inside. Count it. He's got 32 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. There's a screen. Fires from deep. The shot won't fall. Booker defending. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Takes a three. Gets the three ball to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Brooks. Pass to Mirotic. Here's Balmaro. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Mirotic.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Napier, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a big factor tonight.
Buries it from 3.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
From outside the arc. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The home team calls timeout. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Brooks has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Edwards. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Now here's Brooks. Out to the right wing. Pass to Balmaro. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mirotic. This one's a 3. Tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Edwards looking it over. Going inside. And there's the rejection. Pass to Mirotic. Beyond the arc. No good.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts up a deep three. They get it again. Hits the trifecta.
He's accounted for over half their points thus far, shouldering the load offensively. And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win, and one where they...
Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lets it fly. The shot by Satoransky, no good. They set the pick. Lucic. And the three off target. Pass to Satoransky. To the middle. 5 to shoot. Stripped away. And they're running for 3. Six on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good.
Number 13. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
From the arc, connects from 3-point range. 6 points for him.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Over to the wing, Lucic. Off target with his 3.
Blocking foul called on. First personal foul. First team foul.
Sinks the 3-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays down.
Now Parker. Jacks up a 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Nailed from three-point land.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game. Satoransky against Edwards. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lets it go with a three. Bangs home the trifecta. 12 points for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
The rebound by Medu. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Three-pointer, and he's good on the three ball.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Puts up a three. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. He's shooting 5 for 8.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Tipped away. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Pass to Hernan Gomez. There's Satoransky. Drills the three-pointer. Satoransky's got 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. For the basket, it's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Lead. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Anderson against Booker. Over to the left wing. Pass to Anderson. It's good from long range.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Hands it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Anderson, and that one is stuffed right through. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Oh, goodness.
Pass to Booker. Giffey, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. They get it back. Kicks it out to Booker. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. 6 points for him.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Puts up a deep three. Abrinas' shot is off. Giffey defended by Anderson. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Hits it from three-point range. Anderson's got 6 points.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Napier feeling it out a bit. But Trey. That shot off. To the wing on the left. Anderson outside. Lets the three fly. Booker pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Giffey. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Anderson outside. There's the screen. Pass to Fall. He takes it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And this has just been back and forth all game.
Boy, it's been fun to watch. Both teams trading shots and trading leads. Boy, it's been tight neck and neck down the stretch.
That one goes. Count it.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Count that one.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Releases. Anderson outside. A three ball. Knocks down the three ball. Anderson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Laprovitola passes to Anderson. Takes the three. He can't get it to go. Out to the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, he thought it wasn't a good call.
0. Taking 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. It is.
2 minutes allowed to review the play.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everyone.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling overall. You see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to... And that's a halftime run.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've got Hernan Gomez. Medu is out there with Parker, and Sadaransky in at the point. Edwards' shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
From deep three-point territory. That shot misses. Fires from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. 20 points for him.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Sadaransky over Edwards. Sadaransky gets the bucket. Sadaransky's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Hernan Gomez covering. Offensive rebound. The layup off target.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
To the inside. Stolen. Here's Medu. Hasn't made one yet. And he drops it in from the low post. The three-pointer, no good. Shot on the wing. That one doesn't drop. One-on-one fast break. Lucic. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Parker's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Here's Edwards. Basket counts. Edwards got his second bucket tonight. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's the three. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Kept alive.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Fires from deep. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Good on the three-point shot.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. He's got 17.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Medu. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's De Silva, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Here's Medu. And he comes up with the deuce. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Edwards with the screen. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And he has 28 points for the game.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
And here is Hernan Gomez. Still scoreless. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
So you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
For the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Leading. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Falls out there with Anderson. And it's Lapro Vitola in at the one spot. Rob. Back to Anderson. To the paint. Here's
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Booker with no one around drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Anderson outside. From deep three-point land. He can't get that one to fall. Here he goes. Giffey. Good on the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up three straight from beyond the arc right now.
From outside the arc. Here's Lapro Vitola. Abrinas' shot is off. Giffey, defended by Anderson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Giffey trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Abrinas, fires for three, gets the three-pointer to fall. Abrinas has got 6 in the quarter.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's the screen. His three-pointer's off the mark. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Misses from the corner.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Second team foul.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Off the mark here with the three-point shot. Anderson outside. From downtown. The shot off that time. Fires the three. Sinks the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Nailed from three-point land. From past the arc. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up.
And as soon as they splashed that bomb, the air just went right out of the building. Total deflation.
Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. No good on that one. On the money. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And Metu pulls it down. And here's the fast break. He goes up, and Parker throws it down.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
And Allie, thanks.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Here's Metu. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Launches a three. Shot's good by Satoransky.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Satoransky's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Will it go? Pure from three-point range.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Outside, Anderson. There's the three. He can't hit that time. Parker defending. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 5 points in the game.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Anderson for three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Right wing. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
For three. And that's his third bucket in 8 attempts.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's the 3. Making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Metu. Outside, Anderson. From behind the arc. Shot's good by Metu.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Kicks it out to Anderson, to the left side wing. On target from range. Metu's got 6 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fires the 3, and he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
The 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
29 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Knocks down the long J. 23 points in the game.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Anderson can't get it to go. Gets it off. The shot off that time. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Out to the right wing. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Fall. And he drops it in from the low post. Fall's got his first points in this one.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Knocks it down from distance.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Mirotic. From deep. The shot, no good. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. No good on the 3.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
4-3. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. They set the pick. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. It's hauled in by Fall.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Three-pointer, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Pass to McCormick. Here's Mirotic. He's got 9, just 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far. Here's Vesely. We've got 1:55 left to play in the half. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Over to the wing. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 5.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Here's Mirotic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Fall. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
To the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. From the arc. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Into the lane. Count it.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Here's Vesely. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Mirotic. Takes the 3. Offensive board. The 3 is up. Another miss. That makes him 3 for 10 so far.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
A 17-foot shot on the way. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we finished off 1 half of play. Leading by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your...
And now that we have some time, that's it for us.
And if you just join it in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Now here's Parker. Here's Metu. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. Knocks down the triple. He's got 26.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Fires the 3. Outside for Brooks. From downtown, sends it home from three-point land. Brooks has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Outside, Anderson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 17 points in the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Satoransky. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Here's Balmaro. Parker defending. Launches it. Counted from distance.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. Parker's got his third bucket of the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Intercepted. Anderson passes to Satoransky. Outside, Anderson. No good on the shot.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
On the wing, Brooks. They set the pick. Hits a three-pointer. 32 points in the game for him.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Satoransky passes to Metu. Here's Anderson. Off target from the wing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Three-pointer. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 4 rebounds now. The 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
Brooks outside. Satoransky with the steal. In transition. Anderson for 3. Offensive rebound. It's tipped.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's Satoransky. And that one good. Satoransky's got 8.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Balmaro. Parker defending. Balmaro no good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Outside, Anderson. And the three-pointer goes.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Basket's good.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Launches it from deep. No luck on that one.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Sinks the tray. 7 points in the game. Good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Pass to McCormick. Here's Mirotic. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. And right through it goes!
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
To the left wing. Lets it go. And the jumper is on the mark.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here. Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
First personal foul, first team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Ball stolen. And here they come. Here's Vesely. Finished off the break.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. He's got 38.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Over to the left wing. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Misses the baby hook.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Let's go with a 3. And Metu pulls it down. Satoransky outside. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Mirotic. And it's all from 3-point range.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Pass to fall. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. They get it back. Out left to the wing. The fader. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
To stop the run, drops in the 3.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Satoransky outside. Five to shoot. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Fires away from way outside, and no good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A competitive game, you have to feel like...